Alright guys, sorry, hey, it's me, Woaking, Woaz. It's maybe, sorry it's been a while that since I've released a video, really, but I do have some important news to tell everybody here, okay? Now, one of my favorite games is Legacy of Time. It's a pretty old game for PC, or I originally got on a Mac, believe it or not, the Power PC like 15 years ago or 10 years or something, really old, a million years old. This game. So thing is, this game, I actually am a really big fan, and it's like an adventure game, kind of similar to Myst, not Risk. Similar to Myst. You may anybody here who may have played and or enjoyed Myst before, you walk around, look around. It's kind of like a 3D environment where you take a look, but not like true 3D, like kind of pseudo 3D. And this game kind of does a similar thing. It's got lots of cool movies. I thought it was very amazing, visually amazing for its time, and even for nowadays. I mean, sure, it looks a little pixelated and the quality isn't that great, but the actual environments are very cool, and it's it's got a lot of good acting in here. Well, I mean, good compared to like if you played Myst. Oh boy, Myst, the acting in that game was horrid. But they've got an interesting story. Some crappy CGI for the time. See this guy? And let's see if I can get to some gameplay here. Oh, a little bit farther. But what's good about this game is that it really has an entire environment for you to walk around in. A whole big area. You can look up, down, all around. And for an adventure game like Myst, that was pretty cool. And another good thing about it is you've got this cool chameleon suit, and it lets you disguise yourself as other people, you know? So you can actually interact with the natives in the area and all that kind of stuff. And another thing is you get a little robot computer guy over here. You'll see in a minute. His name is Arthur. He's pretty cool. A lot of people may note that he is an annoying portion of the game. However, I find him to be pretty fucking awesome, and on top of that, he's also very informative, I mean, sure, in this place you'll be visiting legendary cities that probably may or may not exist, like Atlantis and El Dorado, or whatever the hell that place is, Shangri-La. So, all these places may be fake or whatever, but he still tells you. You click on his little bubble sometime, and he'll tell you little facts that may or may not have occurred. Well, I mean, not like may or may not have occurred, but the designers of the game based these cities and all this kind of architecture off of course, some advanced technology, and even some definitely real used technology at the time. And this is especially true for Journeyman Project 2 Legacy of Time, where you have to go to real places like Da Vinci's studio and all that kind of place, I don't know where else you go. Fucking places where I can't even pronounce the name properly. But yeah, you'll definitely see some cool things. They'll show you like, oh, hey, look, this is the same kind of architecture used at the time period, and this is what people did at that time. So very informative, very interesting, very historical, and I would definitely recommend that you would want to play it. Maybe just try it out. It's only $3 right now. $5 at full cost. That's not even that bad. And if anybody, it's a cool game for kids to play. Cool game for anybody to play. It's amazing. And it's funny at times, And of course, it's like any adventure game. There are puzzles to solve. You got to figure out how to climb the stairs here. It's broken right here, so you got to figure out how to get up there. Pick up an item. Gotta climb up. I may be in fact doing a video of this in the future because I like it so much, and I just purchased it. Now, about the game, here, it's almost impossible to run on any machine nowadays because the game itself is it's just really fallen out of usability. I mean, when this game was made, you know, this it was back for Windows 95 machines. You know, originally even made for Macintosh OS. Uh, I don't even know what OS it was. It was like Power PC or something. I mean, my Mac had like a 5-inch monitor and was old and rusty, literally. But so if you look up fixes to try and even play it with the original 4 discs that I own, you have responses like, oh, just try running it in compatibility mode, or with a virtual machine with the Windows 95 or 98 or XP on it. And other things that say if you try and run it in compatibility mode, it might say, oh, well, if it's using 16-bit code, then and you're using a 64-bit system, that'll probably not work, so you gotta run it on a virtual machine. Then when you run on a virtual machine, it has its own problems because, believe it or not, it it has sound problems and all that kind of stuff sometimes, and it's more difficult to fix on this fake machine than it probably would be on a real one. So unless you feel like partitioning your hard drive, you know, it's going to be almost impossible to run the original copy. And I was so mad, and I gave up on it, and believe it or not, I actually bought this game called, well, I didn't buy the game DayZ, but I did buy Arma 2 so I could play DayZ with my friends. They were telling me how cool it is and all that kind of stuff. And, you know, Arma 2 looks like a piece of crap. DayZ looked like it might be pretty cool. Bought it. I immediately regretted it because it was like $30. And then 2 minutes later, I come over here, look over at this thing, at the official Journeyman project blog, because I was still like, while I'm downloading it, waiting for it to get ready to go, I run into, you know, looking for this thing again, see if I can get it to work ever, you know? I always search this periodically to see if I can get it to work for some reason. Next thing you know, I see on their very site, it says that this thing is available for purchase, compatible with Windows 7 from goodoldgames.com. $5.99. I get so excited. I come on, go to Good Old Games. Immediately when I get there, I'm like, oh, you know, I'm about to type it in. I'm like, oh, you know, hold on. Let me take a look at around the site. This is pretty cool stuff. Pretty cool site they have. I can't believe it. Look at all these old games, you know. Okay, this isn't old, but, you know. In fact, almost none of these are old. But there are some older ones, you know. Like, you'll see, whoa, there's all these cool games, you know. I can't even believe it. You know, there's Baldur's Gate, all that kind of stuff. Neverwinter Nights, some of my favorites. And then I see, oh, well, look, there's some stuff on sale. Let me take a look at these. Maybe there's some cool things. What do you know? Journeyman Project 2, Journeyman Project 3, $3.99, 50% off. I was amazed. I couldn't even believe my own 2 eyes. So, needless to say, I bought it. Definitely will be playing them. Still 20 hours on the promotion, so if you get an opportunity to pick one up, definitely do it. It's worth it. Now, and even if it's off sale, I would still recommend buying at least Journeyman Project 3. 2 might be a little bit too old and influid for your taste. This one at least has a much nicer control system and is cooler all around, I think. Although, they're both awesome games. So I definitely recommend maybe, you know, looking up some videos for Journeyman Project, see if it's, you know, within your interest, maybe, see what the gameplay is like, and then picking it up by the end of the day while it's still on sale if you're interested in that kind of thing. Now, as I promised, I'm in a DayZ video done by this guy Drift0r that I bumped into in-game. It's actually a pretty fun game. You know, I said, oh, I regret buying it earlier, but that's only because, you know, come on, Legacy of Time. I bump into that, I see that, I'm like, how am I going to have time for DayZ with this going out? But, you know, the game itself it's pretty fun, it's got good merits, you know, and this Drift0r guy over here recorded 5 hours of us traveling from one side of the map all the way to the airport. So, the exact opposite side, and it was a pretty good run, you know, it was pretty funny. Compliments of me, of course. But you know, if you find me funny, find it interesting, definitely check that kind of stuff out. You know, I've got some basically a little hint of what's to come coming up.
Oh no, it's inside his anus.
Who shot?
That was me.
3 meat steaks now on the carcass.
You have to like scroll and take or open carcass or something.
His name was unknown. What an idiot.
It?
Do you guys know that this cow's name was unknown?
I took some raw meat.
What the fuck? I can't get any. How do you take it?
Oh, somebody else took it.
I took some.
Alright.
I
Better
I
get
got
up.
shit.
Here, moo cow.
Oh, I got 2 raw meats.
Yeah, good girl. That damn cow's empty. Alright, let's go back to the road.
Shouldn't we cook this shit?
Yeah, how do we cook it? Somebody gotta make a fire?
Well,
I
they
have
have bad.
Right here in the middle of the open.
we-
Let's move up to the
Should we
woods.
refrigerate this?
Come on, guys. Let's move to the woods over here. You
Let's
see
go.
it?
This woods?
They have seasoning in this game?
Yeah. We're gonna go up here to where we can see the road so we don't get lost as hell.
Did somebody shoot the goat in the face too?
We hatcheted him.
Did we skin him and eat him?
Yeah. We got all the meat.
Wonderful. Was it tasty?
We didn't eat it yet.
What are bandits? Are bandits NPCs?
Bandits are about to die.
It's both. There's some AI bandits and people that kill people. Like this game has a good evil sort of thing going on. So if you go and kill a bunch of people, you'll become a bandit.
Or you're not a survivor anymore?
No. You
Shit,
moved
no.
up to the...
Where are you going?
Oh,
You
following
guys
Drift0r.
cook the meat. No. You guys stay right where you are and cook the meat.
right here?
Yeah.
On the
yeah.
road?
We'll be
On
back.
the side of the road?
You have firewood, right, Bob?
Gonna make
Yeah,
sure
I don't... Do you need something more than firewood?
Maybe flint?
If you need something more than firewood, I'm gonna be pissed.
If you everybody knows if you just put wood down, it
Yeah, just
catches on fire.
blows up right away.
Yeah, definitely.
It's called Adobe After Effects, fellas.
All right, what's this town we're going to?
Somebody can just put some fire in that wood.
We're going to a castle called Zub, and then we're going to Vishnoye, and then we're hitting a deer stand, and then moving up to Stary Sabor, which has a military camp and a grocery store, but lots of people.
Lots of zombie people or real people?
Real people, probably. I don't really like being here on the side of the road like this either.
I'm
Bob,
trying...
drop the fire, drop the sticks on the ground.